Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you about advocacy. The word advocacy comes from the Latin word which means to summon or to come to one's aid, so one's help. Advocacy is something that assists others, but also assists, there can be self-advocacy where you can assist yourself in something. So if there's also a Dakath word that would be relatable to advocacy, then that would be really cool to find out. Advocacy is something that obviously all of us here at Fireweed do and provide for women, whether it's assisting a woman in finding her voice or her footing or what she deems the best interests of her life and her situation. So advocacy is like one of those prime pillars. It's a prime thing, a main thing that I provide as a wellness worker here to supporting women. And so that means that the woman is self-determined, so she decides what she's aiming to achieve, and then an advocate is just there in her corner, standing beside her, so she's not alone in that challenge, in that perseverance, in that goal setting, in that fight, whatever it is. Advocacy is really important. And then I like to talk about self-advocacy, and self-advocacy is something that I think that we do every day. It could be going, oh, maybe I don't want to eat something that's going to make me feel not good later. I'm going to eat some vegetables and something light for myself to feel good. That's self-advocacy can be in small ways. It can be an example of that I just did when I told a friend that, if he's going to be sober, then I'll come out voting and to let me know. And because for me, I'm self-advocating that I don't want a certain experience. So it's really something that's important. Or if you know and you have an opportunity to go down a certain road or a certain pathway, you might be advocating for yourself by saying, actually, I know that if I go down in this set of circumstances or this situation with this person, it's going to harm me in the end. So I'm going to self-advocate by saying no, even though that might be a pattern that I have. I might have a pattern of behavior that keeps me going down that road over and over again. And even if it's really hard to say no, or it feels foreign, or it feels like really weird in the body, like I normally do just go down there, getting stronger in self-advocacy means going, that's going to actually lead me to some harm. And I matter, so I'm going to advocate for myself right now and choose not to go down that path. And if you want, you can mention in the comments how self-advocacy works for you, or where you've noticed it showing up, or even where you found an advocate in your life that's really helped you. And if you can think of different times where there's been someone, and that could just be a best friend, they're like rallying and supporting and advocating for you for something. Advocacy is really important because when someone is alone, it can sometimes feel like your voice is just going nowhere. So having more people in your corner can just empower what it is that you really want. And at the end of the day, like, that's what matters. That's what life is about, is following that path that's going to keep you safe and well and protected, and striving for what it is that you want at the end of the day. Okay, take care and enjoy the long weekend.